Alright, good morning. I am going to enter into the design studio and get this show on the road. This morning, we're going to put together a quick design in the design studio and kind of demonstrate how a couple of the features work. Okay, so we're in the design studio. We're going to come down here. I've got three options here. Blank canvas, which starts you out with a clean piece of apparel to work from. A design template, which has 1,200 templates or so to select from, and then my saved art. If you've used this before and you've logged in, then all of your saved designs are in here to modify, save new versions of, etc. Okay. I never tell people to start with a blank canvas. If you're able to do this, then you've probably got other software that you design with. Okay, design templates are the way to go because there is no need to be original in what you do. Okay, everything that you want is actually a version of what somebody else has done. So let's come down here. We're going to go into sports. From here, we're going to select a sport, and we're going to select a baseball design. And then I'm going to show you how easy it is to move this over to, say, a soccer design. Okay, and this can also all be done vice versa. Let's see. So I have not really. I'm just scrolling through here. I haven't spent time like previewing and trying to make it look like I'm super fluid and smooth in like I would normally do, where I have a design already picked out and I already know how I want to customize it so that I can wow and amaze you. Okay, so here we are, Alameda Baseball 2014. Okay, this is going to be pretty straightforward. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change this we're going to go with caps, Madison. Okay, and I always work off of the layers tab because selecting these things sometimes can be a challenge. We're going to turn this into an 8. And we're going to turn this from baseball into soccer. Okay, pretty straightforward. Okay, so now from here, what we can do is we can come through, and if my school colors are black and red, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come through here and I'm going to turn this to red, and I'm going to change my product color, and I'm going to turn my product color to black. Okay, so it'll swap this out real quick. It's thinking and changing my color product to black. Sometimes it'll glitch up just a tad, so I will zoom out, so I'm doing that. Okay, so I want to make sure that I move this right where I want it. So the way that I use this designer is I look at this to make sure that, that I've got the right ratio, because it really sucks when people come in and they've designed on a piece of paper that's turned horizontal, so they're working on 11 inches wide and 8.5 inches tall, and then what they've got is they've got this wide, narrow thing across the top, and it's a bad way to go. So designing like this and then zooming in is really the way to go. So as you can see on here, it may not look like I've got this thing the right ratio, the right size, but you can see here it's definitely correct. Okay, so I'm going to come through here. I'm going to swap out this. So I'm going to add art, clip art, and then you can go through these things and click around, but I think you're best to just go type in soccer, and then it'll show you everything that's tagged soccer. Okay, so you got a huge range in here of art that's tagged soccer. Okay, so I'm going to take this, throw it up in here. Just like that. Okay, and then I'm going to grab my layers, and I'm actually going to just get rid of this because every once in a while just a tiny bit peeks out around the back, and just looks terrible. Okay, so everything in here I like, except I want all of this blue to be turned to white. Now I can go through and I can select this one here and select this and do it that way, or I can come down here to these universal controls, click white, and I'm done. So now I've got my school colors, a black piece of apparel with white text and a red accent piece around there, and I'm in great shape. When I zoom out, I've got just a really good looking design. So I'm Adam Funderburg. This is a real quick toot on how to do, conversion of baseball to soccer. And as you can imagine, this works quite well with converting to, tennis or golf or anything like that. I try to keep these round sports balls, converted over to other ones that are round sports balls. Even though you can throw a football design in here, it's just a little bit different, and we can go over that. All right, I'm Adam Funderburg.